Is Penelope Architect Build 4 the best of the year? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new episode of What's That Whiskey Friday. Today on the chopping block, we have Penelope Architect Build number 4. This is what I'm going to assume is the final build of the year. Who knows? We have build 1, 2, and 3. We finally were able to acquire build 4, and I am super stoked to pop this bad boy open and see what it's all about, and eventually do a blind with all 4 to see which one was the best of the year. While we're cracking this open, make sure you guys are dropping a like, commenting, and subscribing down below, because as you guys know, and if you don't know, 2,000 subscribers, we're giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare, and we are creeping closer and closer to that goal every single day. So make sure you guys drop that subscribe. Also, 25 Days of Christmas has begun over at the Patreon. We've given away a couple of samples already, one of those being a Buffalo Trace store pick. So, if you guys are interested and really want to try some new things, we're giving away 25 samples going into the 25 Days of Christmas. So, Patreon link down below. So, as we know, build 4. These are 104 proof. They are finished in French oak staves. Taking a look at the back of build 4 compared to the rest, it looks like that it is a little bit more of an oak on the nose. It's a little bit more toasted. It's going to be a little more spicy compared to the other ones that had a little bit more fruit on the nose and a little bit more vanilla, where this one's might be a little bit more centered and geared towards those like rye spices and whatnot. So without further ado, I am super stoked to get into this glass and see what this thing is all about. Let's get in the nose, guys. There's a touch of like a banana. The banana is very strong on this. A little bit of oatmeal on the nose. Maybe like a brown sugar apple oatmeal. Touch of that brown sugar is very strong. It's like a green apple too. It's not like a nice red sweet apple. It's a little bit of that like, oh my goodness, this is a Granny Smith. A touch of a sourness going on. A touch of a marshmallow. There's a milk chocolate in there too, which is very nice. A lot of that oatmeal though, it sits prevalent on the top of the nose. It hits you with that green apple, a little bit of brown sugar, oatmeal. That banana's there. A little plum, a little dark red fruit there at the tail end. But it's a little bit brighter, where I'm surprised that looking at the back of it, I'm not quite sure what I'm finding is completely different than what they said. It's very nice. It's pleasant on the nose. Brown sugars, those brown sugars is super strong. But let's get in the palate. Very excited for this. Creamy, super creamy, rich. It coats the entire mouth. Burst of vanilla. There's a stone fruit, like peaches, apricots. Really nice. I get a touch of that banana on the palate as well. The brown sugar lingers, hits the tongue, sits there. This is very pleasant. There's a slight woodiness to it that's like pencil shavings or something like that. Really interesting. Like it's not like off-putting whatsoever. But when you're tasting and you're nosing at the same time, it's almost like you're getting like fresh pencil shavings. I'm not quite sure how else to put that, but that's the note that I'm getting. But that goes away, and there's a beautiful, like, light green grape note. Almost like, not quite sure if you guys have ever had them before, but the cotton candy grapes, that's what I'm getting off of this. There's a touch of that spice, a little bit of cinnamon. It's cinnamon spice, but it turns into almost like a white pepper spice. Almost, not a black pepper, but a nice light white pepper. That fades off. The sweetness is there. It really is. But this is it's a little bit more spicy than sweet on the palate. Not getting that like creme brulee or whatnot like I was expecting to get. This is, wow, I can't wait to do a blind with all 4 of these and see what the lineup is. I really cannot wait whatsoever. Because this is darn good. I think it competes with number 2. I think number 2 is my favorite out of the 4. I think number 2 is my favorite out of the first 3 I had. And I think this one right here competes with it very, very closely. This is, wow. There's a bread note. Now that this sits a little bit more, I'm getting like a multi-grain bread. A little toasted multi-grain bread. Thick and rich with almost like, there's a touch of an orange, and it's like a bittersweet orange marmalade on the toasted bread. That's something that I'm really, really getting here. Now that this is sat and that it's hitting the palate a little bit more. Yeah, that's good, man. That is darn good stuff. This bottle goes for around $55. And it is definitely a buy. All 4 of them so far have been a buy. None of them have been a true bust. I think all 4 of them are absolutely fantastic in their own right, and they're all completely different. They are all different, which is very, very cool and very, very interesting to me. That's good. I can't wait to do the blind, guys. These French oak staves really do a number on the whiskey, and it changes it like you wouldn't believe. At 104 proof, it doesn't drink like it's 104 proof. This definitely drinks at that like 90 to 95 proof, and it's very, very nice. It's a nice, thick, creamy, viscous mouthfeel, and the flavors are there. It is fantastic. I absolutely love this bottle of juice, and we're going to compare it to the other 3 here in the very, very near future to see which one comes out on top. But if you guys haven't, make sure you guys check the Patreon down below. Fun stuff's happening over there. Until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.